Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to quickly film a video I promised, which was how to make the little notebook, which of course I don't have up here. It's downstairs, but and also I have like the hugest mess ever in here, so I'm very sorry. But if I stop to clean this before filming, I'll never film. So what you'll need is, this is all mostly Dollar Tree items, except for the grommet and the tool to make the holes in your notebook. So I have a tool to make holes in your plastic, but you can use whatever you have. And then I have some elastic cord that I got from Amazon. And yeah, let's get started. I have some grommets in here. I forgot I had gotten these from Amazon. So you can choose whatever you want, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna choose silver. Do we have silver? We have white, so I'll use white. You'll need five of these, because we'll be making 5 holes. And then the guards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And you don't have to use fancy grommets. You can just make the holes and leave it like that. I just like to use the grommets because I like to make my notebooks really chunky, and the hole, it obviously eventually will be stretching out if I don't secure it with something, because the weight of the notebooks will start to like widen the hole out. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is just start prepping the actual pencil case. Like, I just want to remove some of this stuff now. It's easier than rather after the fact, when I can probably just tear this out, right? Yeah, there we go. So totally up to you. I had made one where I left this thing here, but it got really annoying after a while. So me personally, I would cut this out. So that's what I'm going to do, because I want to just have the cover without any kind of extra stuff on there. So I'm just cutting right under where the seam line is, and I hope you can see what I'm doing. All right. And so now we have a straight pouch, and it's still sealed at the bottom, so nothing's gonna fall out. Make sure your notebook, or you have a notebook that will fit. You can also cut down a notebook if you want to. This one fits pretty much perfectly. You can make your own notebooks, whatever you want. So I am an eyeball type of person. So I don't measure at all. So I'm gonna eyeball where these holes should go. So I'll just fold it in half, and I want a hole on either side of this, and a hole on the other side, on either side of this, if that makes sense. And so I have this crocodile, which is supposed to also do, it does like holes, but it also supposed to do grommets, but it never worked, and it actually is kind of like broken. I've had this for literally like 10 years. So we're not gonna try that, but right where that crease is from where I bent it, I want to just make one hole on one side, and then opposite that, as close to the same, like as straight as possible from the other hole. So those are my first 2 holes right there. And now I'm gonna do the same up here. If you need to bend it again, just so that you can easier, or rather visualize easier, you can. So there we go. So now I'm gonna, again, eyeball like 1 hole on the other side of that crease, matching it as much as possible with how far this one down here is from that crease. So about there. And then I'm doing the same here. And here's the thing, even if they were crooked, you can't tell once the notebook is in there, honestly. So don't freak out if they're like totally not straight or whatever. Then my other hole is going to be right at the center, somewhere between these 2. For your closure, on my other one, I don't have a closure. I just have like the little springy thing around it. You can do that too if you want. You don't have to make this 5th hole if you don't want to. And yeah, so now we're gonna put in the grommet. So just make sure you know what side is your inside. Which one do you want to be your inside? Because that's how you know which way your grommets are gonna go. So this is my outside. So I'm gonna put my grommets in here, and then in here. And before I put these, I'm gonna first do these because I'm gonna have to squeeze in to get to this one here. So once you have that, you're gonna put your guard with the smooth side facing you. So you have a smooth side, and then you have a side that has like a groove that goes face down. They're tricky little buggers, and I never do this perfect, so almost 100% certain this is gonna look really messed up, but we're just gonna go with it because okay, so I do believe that the pointy one, the pointy one is at the bottom. So kind of like line it up with your grommet, and then you're gonna press down. So that's your first one, and see, I already messed up. So let's do it the other way. Let's see if maybe the top needs to be the pointy side, maybe. Yes, so the top gets the pointy side, and this just really got messed up. But you know what? This is not very like strong metal, so I'm just gonna like MacGyver this, hack it, and it's pretty rough, but honestly, can I get this out though? That's the other thing. I could possibly just get it out and try again. Let's see if we can do it without breaking our thing. Yeah, no. Okay, we'll just leave it be. Because honestly, I mean, unless you're doing this for a child, like, you're an adult, you know not to, like, touch sharp things. Let me try it again with the right side up and see if that'll kind of fix it. All right, that's not bad. Okay, so let's get our securement on there, and don't listen to me, the pointy side is on the top and the one with the hole is at the bottom, and this is gonna be tricky. That looks so bad. Don't be me. Don't be me. Okay. Oh, we're almost there. We gotta fold it one more time. Also, my nails aren't really doing me any favors here. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Let's see if we can get in there. Ah, we got it. Cool beans. All right, now we're gonna do our last two. There we go. And whoops, I grab the little securement. I don't actually know if that's what it's called. I'm just calling it that because it's supposed to keep it like secured onto the thing, but whatever. We're just making stuff up as we go, y'all. So 1, and then 2, and we're done. Look at that. So now when you fold it, you should have pretty equal 1 and 1. And 1 and 1. And from the outside, see, it doesn't look too bad. Okay. So, oh, this might need a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So now comes the stringing the elastic part, which is something that I know people struggle with. So I'm going to try and explain this in a way that's like as easy as possible. I'm not going to cut my elastic. I'm going to leave it long because I want to make sure I have enough. The other thing that I don't have here that I usually do is I like to use my lighter to seal the edge so it doesn't get weird. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. So you're gonna take one side. Let's do it this way. Hold on, let me fix my camera. You're gonna take the one side and you're gonna loop it through, let's say the top left, and you're gonna leave a tail like that. Then you're gonna take the other side of your elastic, and this is very long, so you know, if it's gonna cause you any kind of like issues, you can cut it. But this is just for like the sake of this video. I'm just gonna keep it like that so you can see. So you put the other end on the right hole next to that left one where you have the tail, and you're gonna pull your elastic through, making sure you hold this so that tail is still stays there, and you're gonna have that on the outside. Okay, cool. Still holding, you know, your tails here, still holding that other side of the elastic. You're gonna go through the inside of this hole now, the right side at the bottom. And don't pull too hard because you don't want it to warp or pull your tail. And then from the outside in, you're gonna put it through the left bottom hole. And then you can stop here. You can cut and tie off, and then you'll have to but because I'm extra, I'm gonna show you how to do 4. And just bear with me because sometimes my brain doesn't work correctly. So now we have 4. So now if you're gonna tie this off, this would be the time you cut it, you tie it off. But if you want to make 4 strings, you're gonna push this back through that left hole, hold on to your tail, like so, and you're just gonna repeat the steps in through the front, on that other side, back out through the bottom right, in through the bottom left, and now you can tie off. Now you can cut and tie off, and you'll have 4 strings. So I'm just gonna cut around there. You want to cut longer than you need, because in case you make a mistake or it's too loose and you need to tighten it up, you want to have some extra string there. So you can tighten it up a little bit, but I wouldn't make it too tight, because then your thing is going to curl. So once you have it to the way you like it, you can make a knot. I like to just make a normal double knot like that, and then holding the bottom, I just tighten it to make sure it's super tight, and then I like to fold it under itself and tie it again. That's gonna make sure that your knot is super secure. And now you can just like cut this and then, you know, secure the ends with some fire. If you're a kid, don't do that. So that's that. This is our notebook. We need to put in our closure. So what I do is I kind of, again, eyeball, but you want to make it just shy, like just a little bit shorter than the edge of the notebook, so that it's tight enough. So about there. And always give yourself a bit extra in case you have to go back and retie it or cut it for whatever reason. This would also be the time you would put a charm before you do this part. But I'm not gonna do that. This one I just do, again, trying to make sure you don't push it all the way through, but I do just a double knot like this. You know how you like just knot the end of when you sew something, just like that, because that way it's thick, and the tighter you pull it, the tighter the knot will get. With these grommets, you might need to do it twice, so I'm just gonna do one more time. Okay, so that's that. And now we're gonna put our notebook in here. This is actually a sticker book, but you know, we can pretend. I'm gonna use 2. And that's our notebook cover. How cute is that? Boom. The other thing you could do is you can use one of these hair tie thingies that I found at the Dollar Tree as well. So they're pretty stretchy, and if you wanted to do that, you could. And then you can add a charm to this or to that. The charm is bigger than the notebook, but it's still freaking cute. Or you could leave your elastic here and bring this up a little bit, and then you look like that. So that's it for this very quick tutorial on how to make your own notebook cover with a clear plastic zip case. This is not me inventing the world. This is literally has been done millions of times on Instagram, and I just had inspiration to make one because someone had asked me. So thank you, whoever suggested I make this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.